They're called handbag zippers. They have chunky metal zipper
Hi, we are back with Christmas in July week 2. Today I'm going to share with you several little something gift ideas. So do you know when it's Christmas time and you have thought of all the big gifts and the important gifts? I mean, they're all important, but the big gifts and the ones for like your immediate family, and you have thought of all of those. But then all these little circumstances keep coming around where you need just a little something to give somebody, or you want to give a little something to, say, your close friends at church or your book club. And you don't want it to be the kind of thing where it's wrapped all nice and it's big and it feels like it might make the person feel like they need to reciprocate, but you just want to do a little something. These are gifts for that reason. They're fast to make, they're little, and I'm even going to show you at the end how you can present them to look even more like just a little something and not something big that's going to make people feel bad that they didn't get you something. So I am Nikki, this is Pin Cut, so this is Christmas in July. So I'm having a lot of fun with this, and it is actually putting me into the Christmas gift sewing mindset early. I'm pretty bad at sewing them early. I usually don't even think about it till October, and then I don't start sewing till November. And you know how those months are so busy. This is really helping me actually think about it further in advance. So last week I shared a new pattern with you for the elf doll. You can see them right here. So cute. And this week we're talking about some little something gift ideas. So let's hop into it. Okay, the first one is this cute little tissue pouch. Also, I want to add, I actually have tutorials and printable versions of the patterns for almost all of these projects. So you can hop over to my shop and get them for just a few dollars, including the elf doll pattern too. And I'll put the link to my shop right there in the first part of the description so you can go shop for these. But this little tissue pouch is the fastest thing to sew up. I think it has like 4 steps. So easy. You can watch this tutorial on my channel, and you can get a 6-pack of these tissues for like $3. And I usually open it, stick it inside, and then I'll show you at the end of this video how I present this with a card. So this is my first one, is a travel tissue pouch. I keep mine in my purse. Anybody could use them. My daughter Natalie has hers hooked onto her ballet bag. Can keep it in the car, but especially if you have kids. I have teens and I still make sure I always have tissues because somebody has to, right? So almost everybody can use tissue pouches. My next one is something really fun. And I just added this pattern to my shop because I realized that I had not before done that. This is actually one of the earlier videos on my channel. If you've been with me for a very long time, since the very beginning, my very first several videos involved my kids when they were younger. I think Natalie was like 11 in this video, and I watched it this morning, and it's so cute.
They're called handbag zippers. They have chunky metal zipper. There, look how cute.
It's adorable. They're boop.
I watched it because I wanted to see if I should redo it, but actually the video is fine. The tutorial's great. So if you want to have some nostalgia along with me and go see baby Natalie, I mean 11-year-old Natalie in a video, she's 19 now, so for me it was like, oh dear. But she was doing the sewing on this triangle pouch pattern for me in that video. And I never made a printable version of the pattern, so I wasn't selling them back then, but these are such a fun, fast, and easy make. It's lined with a different fabric, so it's even more fun on the inside. And I find that I use these still. These are the ones I made back when she was 11. I made this one. And I use it all the time when I travel. So this one even has my tea bags in it that I travel with. It has some Q-tips in here. And then the mini size, where did that one go? I swear I just had it. That's weird. All right, well I made it this morning and I already lost it, so I'll just put a picture of it. But it's about this big. And it's really great for like little earrings when I travel, hairpins. If you, like, it can be used for so many different things. I'm just thinking like people who play dice games, like D&D, can put their dice in there. Traveling, a purse, a little purse pouch. You can even make it into like a snack pouch for your toddlers because it's washable. So these little triangle pouches are the newest pattern in my shop, and you can just whip up a bunch super fast, really fast, I promise, even with the zipper. Okay, one of my favorite things to make as little something gifts at Christmas time has always been ornaments. I know I've talked about this on my channel before. This was the very first ornament I made for friends that started this yearly, almost yearly, trend of my making ornaments. When I made these birds, I only made 6. The next year, I think I made a dozen cupcakes, I think. And then it got to where I was making like 20 or 25. I think I made 25 little Matryoshka dolls. And I love just being able to gift something to someone for them to hang right on their tree at Christmas time. And so you can find tons of really, really cute and great ornament patterns on Etsy and all over the internet. My advice if you're making a batch of them, like several of them at once, is pick ones, because you'll find a lot of patterns that are like felt and hand stitching, and you do not want to hand stitch together 25 ornaments. I mean, maybe you do. I don't usually have time for that, so I always look for ones that are mostly not hand sewn. A lot of the ones I've made require like little beads for eyes or a little bit of hand sewing, and in that case I just toss them in a bin and I work on them a few evenings and they get done that way. But the ones that are made out of felt that are completely hand stitched together, I would avoid those unless you're only making a few. But I have made all kinds of ornaments, and Layla can put some pictures in this video for you. Those are a really fun thing. They make great hostess gifts, they make great little friend gifts, and they also work for ornament exchanges, which it seems like we get invited to at least every Christmas. Okay, next up is coffee sleeves. I won't talk too much about this one because I've talked about them so much. This is my #1 go-to favorite gift to sew people. I'm using one right now. I keep them everywhere. We went on a family trip to Florida recently. There were 18 of us. I made everybody coffee sleeves. And at first when I gave them to some people, they were like, okay, thanks, but I don't know, like, what do you even use this for? But then we kept going out for coffee and we kept getting iced drinks and we were walking around with them, and then they were like, oh, now I get it. I get what this is for. So this will keep your hand from freezing with iced coffee and will keep your hand from burning with hot coffee. It fits all the sizes of coffee except for like the ridiculous Starbucks Trinkta or whatever that is. So coffee sleeves, you can batch sew, tons of them. Most people really love them. And along that same vein, I also have this pattern for mason jar cozies. This was very popular with y'all last season when I made these shortly before Christmas. And the reason this is great, and you can go watch the video, is because I have a ton of different ways you can gift these. So you'll have to go watch that video so I don't find myself like repeating everything I said back then, because it's tempting. But I know that a lot of people already make gifts in a jar. So if you're the kind of person who makes like cookie mix in a jar or those kinds of recipes, wouldn't it be so cute to pair a cozy with them? And these are insulated, so you can hear the crinkle. So they keep the drinks cold if the person continues to use it for cold drink. Okay, what's next? Next is bookmarks, and I actually need to make myself a batch of bookmarks because I couldn't find any. I found this really old one. It doesn't even have its ribbon anymore. But I love to make bookmarks, and I actually use them all the time. I'm a bookmark person. I never dog ear my books because one time I got in trouble from the library for doing that, and I didn't even know if I had done that. I think somebody else might have. But anyway, don't dog ear your books, use bookmarks. I use them for homeschool books. I just keep them all over the place. And so I have this tutorial and printable pattern for quilted bookmarks. I'll have Layla put a picture because I can't find any. And I had a comment once saying, wouldn't the batting be really thick? But no, it's not. It's thin. And I've never had an issue with the bulk of them. They're fun to put cute ribbons in. You can quilt lines on them. But if you are concerned about the bulk, I believe this one just has a piece of interfacing in it. That's what it feels like to me. Or put a piece of flannel inside or something that's not thick like quilt batting if you're worried about it. So bookmarks, a great little something gift. Ooh, especially for your book club. Lastly, I think, oh no, that was all. That's all the little something gift ideas I wanted to give you. I didn't want to overwhelm you, you know? So now, in order to make them seem like just a little something and not something that's fancily wrapped and that might make the recipient feel bad that they have not made you a gift, what I like to do is I take a card, whether it be your Christmas card or whatever. I don't even always have an envelope for the card, and I write the name on the front, and then I put the gift, whether it be a coffee sleeve, a tissue pouch, an ornament. Let's use the little bird ornament. And then I tie it onto the front with ribbon or string, or I keep a spool of that like jute, what is that jute string, like hemp string, rope? I don't know. I mean, ideally it would match better than I'm matching this string to my bird. I tie it on like this, and then you can purchase from my shop. Let's see, I have these funny gift tags. You can print them out. So you buy them from my shop and you just print them out. This one says, please enjoy my blood, sweat, and tears. This one says, I like totally made this. And this one says, handmade with cursing, I mean love. So I like to put one of these on there too, and that just makes it even more fun. And that's how I gift it to somebody. I also like to do this for people's birthdays too, because I don't ever want to give a gift and make it seem like it's something big and extravagant, and then that person feels like they need to make or to gift me something on my birthday. So this is the reason I like little something ideas. Great for hostess gifts, great for little friends gifts, and just great to have on hand for those moments when you should have thought of a gift and you forgot. So go ahead and start making some of these things now and save yourself some stress at Christmas time. I hope this has been helpful for you. If you have any other little gift ideas, please drop them in the comments for all of us. If you liked this video, please click the actual like button, subscribe to my channel, and come back next week for the next installment of Christmas in July. I'll see y'all soon. Bye. It was right here the whole time. Literally in front of my face. But look how cute.